to Real News Weekly. No fake news here, people. This is the Outsiders News Network, a brand new network of real news. No fake news here unless we tell you it's fake. And that's comical. So, poll workers in Wisconsin may have unlawfully altered thousands of mail-in ballots due to unlawful guidance from the state's election commission, according to a report. And that's reported by BreitBart.com. Very credible news source, not fake news. They report credible news. OAN has reported alleged examples of voting fraud pouring in, despite Democrats' insistence no such fraud exists. But you can watch the video on youtube.com or OAN's network page. As you will see, there is plenty of fraud out there. Even Joe Biden, a politician who accidentally, supposedly, made a gaffe, but no, he admitted to the most extensive and inclusive voter fraud organization in history. The problem with that is Ruth Bader Ginsburg ruined their plan by passing away before she could rule on it. And Kanye West has voted for himself. He received over 54,000 votes, probably mostly from his fans, in this year's 2020 presidential election. He said, "God is good today. I'm voting for the first time in my life for the president, and he's voting for someone he can trust." In sporting news, Chase Elliott becomes the third father and son championship winner, winning the race and winning the finale and the championship. The NASCAR Cup Series champion, who their title sponsor will be next year, I don't know. And here in some hilarious breaking fake news, Michigan finds more points overnight to take them to the win over Indiana. Yes, now in sports, you can magically gain points overnight. Hey, they said the Patriots cheated, so everybody else might as well. And Fox News host Greg Gutfeld predicts that President Donald Trump could potentially drive more media coverage as an ex-president than he has as president. He's going to cause mayhem, according to our buddy Greg Gutfeld. The Washington Examiner reports that Rudy Giuliani has said that the Trump campaign has enough evidence to change Pennsylvania election results, and we'll get into that in a moment with a Supreme Court ruling. Pardon me, I'm not a professional, I'm just beginning at this. South Dakota's governor, according to Breitbart, South Dakota's Governor Kristi Noem has criticized Mitt Romney for conceding to Biden in his presidential election bid, and she believes the D.C. elites are eager to return to business as usual, which we all know is corruption and swamp ratness. And RedStateObserver.com reports that Mitt Romney doesn't expect Trump to go quietly in the night, and neither do the rest of us, and he's still your president until January, no matter what, so this should be fun for that mini-series. In some other unrelated news, in New Jersey, according to New York CBSLocal.com, CBS New York, New Jersey lawmakers propose an option of putting symbols on driver's license to denote autism. They should also do this with mental health conditions and other things. I understand HIPAA laws, but it would help the police understand who they're dealing with. And sad news was reported by TMZ.com today. Alex Trebek has passed away. These people on their not pleasant headlines after a long battle with pancreatic cancer. And if you have any examples of voter fraud and evidence, or just voting irregularly, or you've seen something, members, if you see something, say something, and tell them what you're saying. You can report a case at that website on your screen, or call 1-800-895-4152 and report what you've seen. There's going to be a Million MAGA March in Washington, D.C. Saturday, November 14th. Stand up and fight against the fraudulent election and make your voices count. Help Trump to continue to make America great again. And you can find more information on the Trump campaign website or hashtag MAGA March. And in our local weekly AOC segment, AOC is calling Democrats incompetent after election loss. No, they were incompetent before their election loss. They always campaign on what they're going to do, but if you notice, they don't do shit except talk on TV. Bloomberg.com is reporting Trump to Biden handoff stalls as president rejects outcome. Yes, Bloomberg, we know that you're biased, and maybe you should do some research about when a president is inaugurated and when the results of an election are official. And in our fight against censorship here with big tech and the big media, which I'm not part of, thank God, I'm new at this and I hope to do a better job and prove that it's not all that complicated and you don't need 1,000 degrees. But yeah, we'll go to Candace Owens' Facebook page, you can check that out. And after mass conservatives have abandoned Fox News and headed over to Newsmax, one of our friendly allies, I guess, in the media, they fired Judge Janine, so hopefully she'll end up over there at Newsmax. And in a really important ruling, Breitbart.com is now reporting, as well as other conservative outlets, the Supreme Court has ordered separate counts of late ballots in Pennsylvania for possible evidence in future legislation. And Texas, according to the American Journal Daily.com, a Texas Democrat candidate, Mohammed, was arrested, charged with over 100 counts of felony voter fraud, which the mainstream media and the Democrats think you don't know exist, or they don't want you to believe it, and they're spreading some bullcrap narrative because that's what their corporate shills tell them to do, and they're little puppets, and they have a narrative. And their Wisconsin election clerks may have illegally altered thousands of ballots. Yes, so that's going to be part of the recount, so we'll see what happens there. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope we informed you, and I hope we can bring this to you more often. The next clip will have a message from our sponsor, and